Take a look at the Week 6 Monday Night Football matchup between the 2-3 Dallas Cowboys and the 3-2 Arizona Cardinals. Explosive, productive Kyler Murray going against replacement for Dak Prescott, Andy Dalton, and the weapons they have on offense. It should be an exciting game. Let's take a look at them. We'll look at the Cowboys offense now. Here we are in the second quarter. Giants are ahead by 3. It's a 2-minute drive for the Cowboys. Cowboys have done a nice job this year attacking the middle of the field with their receivers. What they're doing is they got a tight end right here, got a receiver at the top of the screen, receiver at the bottom of the screen. They're going to motion CeeDee Lamb across to the number 3 receiver position. And when you have a speed receiver at the number 3 spot, that should always be an alert to the defense. Defense is running a 3-week concept. They're blitzing a linebacker. They're dropping a defensive end out. But all the Cowboys are going to do is they're going to run CeeDee Lamb at the number 3 spot and run them on an over route. There should be a nice hole right there that's vacated when this defender drops into coverage. He motions across. There's the snap of the ball. You got a blitzing linebacker. You got the secondary man dropping down. And again, there's the hole in the zone. You got 3 deep coverage, 4 underneath. This is the vulnerable spot. You can get a speed guy run into that area before this corner can fall off on it. Makes the catch, gets the ball down the field for a nice gain, attacking the cover 3 concept of the Giants. Here we go. It's the same drive, second quarter. They're on the 2-minute drill. They're down by 3, the Cowboys. It's 3rd and 4 on the plus 43. And again, the Cowboys are just doing a nice job attacking the middle of the field. This time, not versus cover 3, but versus cover 2. Again, they're in a 3-by-1 alignment. They motioned to this configuration last time. Now they're just lining up in it. Here's a tight end. You got a receiver at the number 3 position. You got a receiver at the number 1. You got a receiver at the X position. And all the Giants are going to run is they're going to run a 2-man concept. So the 5 defenders underneath are playing man on the 5 receivers. You got the safeties playing half the field. And all they do is they take the number 3 receiver right here, CeeDee Lamb. He's going to get a release, push up the field, and work to the middle of the field. That's open, and Dak Prescott sees that, and he delivers the ball to him. There's the snap. There's the release. Again, safeties are splitting. You got man across the board. If he wins on the release and gets down the field, there should be a nice place to throw the ball to him. Again, he gets a step on the defender right there. Safeties are wide. They can't get there in time. Prescott's already has the ball in the air. Nice catch. Takes the hit. Takes the penalty. Gets the ball down inside the 20-yard line. Same drive, second quarter, 2-minute drill. Very next play that we just saw. And this is just a nice, trick play that you got to get to at times to create offense for yourself. What the Cowboys are doing is they're lining up Zeke Elliott outside. They're an empty set. They're going to motion him back into the backfield. That indicates to the Cowboys that the Giants are in man-to-man coverage. If they're playing more of a zone, I guarantee you they probably would have handed the ball off because this play does not work so much versus zone coverage. But Zeke Elliott motions back in. His coverage responsibility moves in. This linebacker steps up. Once Elliott's in the box, he's going to have a man-to-man coverage. You got man across the board. The X receiver, Gallup, he's going to run across the formation to clear this whole thing out. Prescott's going to hand an underneath handoff off to Zeke Elliott. He's going to leak out into the flat. Elliott's going to give the ball to Cedric Wilson, who's going to come out and throw the ball to Dak Prescott in the flat for a touchdown. There's the motion back in. It's man coverage. Handoff. And there's Dak Prescott leaking out into the flat. Here's the reverse man, Cedric Wilson. Elliott's going to pitch it to him. No one's got on Prescott. The ball's thrown. Touchdown. Nice play concept. Nice execution. Third quarter, it's 1st and 10, ball on the plus 12. Cowboys are ahead by 1. And with the loss of Dak Prescott, the Cowboys are going to have to run the ball more. Can't rely on the pass as much, even though Dalton's a very good thrower of the ball. They're going to get back into the running game. These are the type of plays that they need. Look at the back end. Look the way it's blocked. And this is just a weak side run right here. You got man blocks on the play side by the right guard and the right tackle. Where this play is made is the left guard and the center scooping this nose tackle and getting a man up to the second level to allow Elliott to come off the block of the right guard up inside, have someone accounted for in this linebacker so he has room to run, take it into the end zone. And there's the scoop block. There's 63, the center, working to the second level. These defenders are all solidified. There's a nice running lane right here. If the center makes the block on the linebacker, there should be a lot of room to run. There's the block made. Break one tackle, make another guy miss, into the end zone, touchdown. Fourth quarter, it's tied 34-34. 48 seconds left. The Cowboys have the ball on their own 12-yard line. They're trying to drive down, kick a field goal to win the game. And sometimes you have to go back to the basics in situations like that, not try anything elaborate. And that's all the Cowboys are doing. They're in a 3-by-1 set. You got a tight end at the top of the screen. You got 3 receivers down here. They're just going to motion Amari Cooper across the formation into a stack alignment, and they're going to run him on a drive concept. They're going to take the tight end, push him up, and run him on a corner route. Cooper's going to come right off his hip. Dalton's just going to put the ball right on him. He's going to make a guy miss, turn upfield for a nice gain, and get the drive started. This is just a basic play concept that everybody has. They're relying on it, executing it well, letting the playmaker make a play, and that's what creates the offense here. Again, there he is, popping open on the drive concept. Dalton's going to put it on him, and he makes the catch. Now, this defender has to make this tackle. Here's Cooper with the catch. He has to make a miss. We'll see who wins. Cooper makes a miss, gets the ball at the field, gets it almost to the 30-yard line, and that's what starts the drive and allows them to drive down and kick the game-winning field goal. Same drive a few plays later, fourth quarter, 31 seconds left. It's still a tie score. 1st and 10 on the 46. We just showed you, playmakers have to make plays, and we're going to see that again right here. It's a 3-by-1 set. You got Michael Gallup at the top of the screen in man-to-man coverage. They're going to rotate the secondary down weak to cover Zeke Elliott. We're going to get a motion by the tight end. But all it's going to come down to is one-on-one at the top of the screen. Who's going to win, the corner or Michael Gallup? Andy Dalton recognizes the one-on-one situation. He's going to give Gallup a chance to go make a play. Wins at the release. He's got a half a step on his defender. There he is. Dalton's already throwing the ball, and Gallup isn't even 10 yards down the field. The ball's put out there. 50-50 ball. Goes up, makes the catch, stays in bounds for the completion, sets up the game-winning field goal. That's a great play by both the quarterback and definitely number 13, Michael Gallup, to win the game. We'll take a look at the Cardinals defense. Here we are in the first quarter. It's 1st and 10. The one thing the Cowboys must do in their game, especially with the loss of Dak Prescott, is they need to run the ball. They need to line up and run the ball at the Cardinals defense, just like the Jets are doing right here in their game last week. We'll take a look at the scheme from the backside of the play. And all they're doing is they're running a basic zone with a lead blocker to the weak side. They're going to take this receiver right here. He's going to motion across the formation. He's going to cut off the end man on the line of scrimmage. It's man blocking to the play side. We got scoop blocking on the backside. Here's the motion across. We got a lead blocker. Okay, we've got a reach right here in the 3 technique. Great job by the right tackle, knocking the defensive end out of there. We got a fullback leading up on the will linebacker. The center will scoop up to the mic. Hat on a hat. Nice crease to run through. Good gain for a first down. Here we are midway through the third quarter. The Cardinals are up 17-3. This is just a creative play concept by the Jets off of play action. What they're doing is they're going to run play action to the weak side. They're going to take this tight end. He's going to block back to cut off the backside. And they're showing the defense, high angle 7 with the deep crosser. The Cardinals are playing cover 3, so what they're going to do is they're going to match that up, and they're going to take this corner and run with this deep crosser, and that opens a big hole. And then the Jets take this receiver who's in a stack alignment. He's going to slip out underneath the linebackers and come out to the open area that this corner vacated when he closed with the crossing route. Very good concept. We'll see how it plays itself out. There's the play action. And again, there's the corner. They're in a 3 concept back here, but here's the corner. Patrick Peterson, he's going to run with this crossing route, and then there's the tight end on the backside coming through to this opening right here. And again, this is the area that this corner vacated, and that's where this tight end's running to. The ball's put out there. Nice completion, nice play concept. Very good execution for a big gain. Same drive, it's third quarter. Jets have the ball in the +11. They're in the red zone. It's 1st and 10. This is just a nice play concept by the Jets versus the man coverage that the Cardinals run in the tight red zone. They take a receiver and they line him up in the backfield. It's a 3-by-1 set. You got 3 receivers up top. You got a tight end down here. They're going to take that receiver and motion him into a stack with this tight end. You'll see this defender right here. He's going to widen with the receiver in motion. The Cardinals are going to run a blitz off the weak side and play man coverage behind it. And all the Jets do is they take this tight end, they run him up the field on a release and have him run an in-breaking route in the end zone. The receiver pushes up and then crosses the face of the defender, trying to create a pick with the release of the tight end to spring him open. And you'll see an opening, you'll see a catch, you'll see a turn up for a nice play. There it is. And again, there's the tight end's release. There's the break by the receiver right off of his hip. There's the defender that has to drive on him through the tight end and the man covering him to this opening right here. Ball's thrown on time. Receiver breaks a tackle, gets the ball in the end zone for a touchdown. Nice play. Here we go. It's the fourth quarter. Cardinals are up 30-10. 5:41 left in the game. It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the +27. The Jets have it on the fringe of the red zone. Jets are going to line up in a 3-by-1 set with a bunch to the top of the screen. The Cardinals are going to run cover 3 to the top of the screen. They're going to push this linebacker to the 3 receiver side. So you got a loaded coverage up top, which means the X receiver is going to be one-on-one with his corner, Dre Kirkpatrick. Jets quarterback recognizes that. He's going to take a shot on the one-on-one down the field. We'll see what happens. Snap of the ball. Pretty good release, except the corner does a nice job of widening the release and closing the amount of space this receiver has to the sidelines. Receiver gets a step on him, stacks him, does a nice job. Quarterback puts it out there. Kirkpatrick does a nice job of playing the ball in the air, knocking it out, making a nice play. If you have corners who can play one-on-one, you can play those loaded coverages and man up one side like the Cardinals did here and be successful. Here we go. Next play. It's still the fourth quarter. The Cardinals are still up by 20 points. It's 3rd and 10. Ball on the +27. Jets have the ball. They line up in a 3-by-1 set again. The Cardinals, they're going to play man coverage across the board. This late in the game, most teams will run a zone, but they're going to line up and they're going to go man-on-man, and they're going to try to attack the Jets that way. They're playing a robber coverage, which means one safety is going to work to the middle of the field, in the deep part of the field. The other one's going to come down and become the hole player, try to take out any in-breaking routes. We'll see what happens. The ball snapped, and again, man-to-man coverage, everyone seemed to be covered pretty well. Quarterback has a shot to throw to this man right here, but everyone else, the Cardinals are in very good coverage, forces the quarterback to hold the ball, and then the pressure gets to him. We'll look at the back end and see what happens. This is just a nice pass rush by the defensive end. Dennis Gordeck right here on the right side. Again, they're rushing up the middle. They're attacking the A-gaps here. They're coming off the edge. This linebacker is lined up over the uncovered guard. He's going to drop out, and then This defensive end, Gordek, he's just going to push up the field and go speed to power and drive this offensive lineman right back into the lap of the quarterback. Ball snapped, and again, there's the push back into the quarterback and gets the sack. Nice play. We'll take a look at the Cardinals offense now. Here we are in the first quarter versus the Jets. It's 0-0. 2nd and 10. And all the Cardinals do is they run a quarterback draw. The Jets are running a form of two-man. What they're doing is they got man across the board. They're going to take the safeties, rotate this one over the top of Larry Fitzgerald right here. They're going to take this safety, move him to the middle of the field. And the Cardinals are just going to run a QB draw. Murray's going to take a step back, and then he's going to run right up through the middle. All of these defenders are going to be taken out of there because they're in man coverage, but these receivers are going to push up, and they're going to block their man on. The biggest mistake you'll see in the back end is that the Jets' defensive line lose their pass rush lanes and give Murray a chance to run through the line. And there it is, using his legs, using his speed to get the first down. We'll look at the back end. We'll see what happens. And again, you got 5 in the box. You got a running back. And again, these linemen are going to block out. They're going to double this 3 technique, the center and the left guard. This right guard, he's going to pass set and entice this defensive tackle up the field. When the back releases, this linebacker releases with him. There's no one in the middle. There's a nice lane to run through. Murray sees it and exploits it. Ball snapped, and then there's the running lane. Out of his lane, double teamed. The linebacker's out of it in man coverage. There's a lot of space. Murray hits it, uses his speed, uses elusiveness, and gets the first down. Still in the first quarter, same drive, 0-0. 3rd and 1 on the plus 29. For as talented as Kyler Murray is, the Cardinals still have to be able to line up and run the ball, especially in a situation like this. And this is exactly what they do. Great run by Chase Edmonds, number 29, for a 29-yard touchdown. We'll look at the back end, see what happens, see how they blocked it up. What they're going to do is they're going to take a tight end, motion, line them up outside, motion them back into the backfield. At the snap of the ball, he's going to flash across the formation and kick out the end man on line of scrimmage. We're going to get a double team, right tackle and right guard on the 3 technique up to the linebacker. You got base block across the board on the weak side. The back just takes the ball, presses the line of scrimmage, sees the movement here, sees the kick out block. There's a nice lane to run into. He sees it. He has feet to get to it and explode through it. There's the motion. Okay, there's the backside cut block. There's the man in coverage with number 81. He's running across the formation, but his eyes are in his coverage responsibility and not on the ball carrier. So the ball runs right by him because he's not looking. Soon as when he sees this man block, he's got to become a run defender and fill this gap right here and make the tackle. He doesn't do it. The ball runs right by him into the end zone for a touchdown. Okay, here we go. Second quarter, midway through. It's a 3rd and 6. Ball on the minus 32. The Cardinals are ahead 7-0. You know, Kyler Murray is an extremely talented player. He can run, he can throw, he can make decisions. His issue is that he is short. So the way you defend him is you take the front 4, you possibly take a blitzer, and you pressure the offensive line and you collapse the pocket into his lap, force him to throw from a well, force him not to be able to see where he's throwing, get some batted balls. This is exactly what the Jets do. They're playing man across the board. They're pressuring him up in his face, and good things can happen. The ball snapped. And again, there's the pressure. The pocket's collapsing around him. This linebacker right here does a nice job getting his hands up. The ball's going to be thrown right here. The ball's deflected, intercepted. The ball's going the other way. Murray's got to have space to throw. He's got to be able to throw through throwing lanes. We'll look at the back end. We'll see the way it happened on the backside again. You got 4 guys playing down linemen. They're all standing up, but they're playing down lineman, and there's the pressure in his face. He gets the hand up. There's the deflection going the other way. Here we go. It's second quarter, 5 minutes left. Cardinals are ahead 7-3. It's 1st and 10, ball on the plus 34. What the Jets are going to do, they're going to run a 3-week coverage. It's a 3-by-1 set they're going to start with. They're going to rotate the secondary down to the weak side and run 3 deep, 4 underneath. The way you attack 3 deep covers some ways is to run 4 verticals at them, which is what the Cardinals end up doing. Defense knows this, so you have to be able to disguise it. So they start with the 3-by-1 set. They're going to motion receiver into a stack alignment, sort of hiding his intentions. And then at the snap of the ball, this receiver with the cut down split, he's going to run through the seam. The motion receiver, he's going to come off his hip and end up running down the sidelines. Going to put this corner in a bind. He's got to play in or out. And we'll see what happens here. Motion across. Again, there's 4 underneath, 3 deep. They're going to attack him vertically. Again, this corner, he runs with the inside vertical. Here is the outside motion receiver running down the sidelines. A lot of space. Corner tries to get back in the play, but it's too late. Nice completion. Get the ball to the 10-yard line. Still in the second quarter, it's 14-3. The Cardinals are leading. It's 1st and 10 on the minus 31. There's only 26 seconds left. Cardinals are on a 2-minute drive. What the Jets try to do is they try to run what we call 3-dog. They're going to run a blitz and then try to run a form of cover 3 behind it. They line the safety up inside. He's dropping out late. They're going to bring defenders off the slots and then stack these guys up inside these linebackers. They're going to drop out late to be the underneath coverage. This is a hot concept for the quarterback when he sees blitzes coming off of both sides in an empty set. He recognizes it, throws the hot read to the slot up top for a nice gain. This is nice recognition, nice adjustment by the Cardinals. There's the blitz. You got guys coming off the edge. You got these defenders who are stacked up in the line of scrimmage, bouncing out. This receiver's got to look for the ball. Murray's already has his eyes there. He's going to make the throw on the hot read. The ball's put on the receiver for a nice catch. Turn up field. Get the ball into field goal range this late in the quarter. It's a nice play for the Cardinals. Third quarter, 4:12 left. It's 17-10. The game's still in the balance. But look, it's 4th and 1, ball on the minus 39. This is the trend in the NFL this year, is to go for it in this situation. You got to have creative ways of attacking this situation. What the Cardinals are going to do, they're going to motion the man across the formation. They're in 21 personnel, so now they got an eye right slot formation. And all they're going to do is they're going to run a play action off the weak side. This defender right here, he's in man-to-man coverage with this tight end. You got man coverage down here on the slot. And the play action that they're showing away from this man is going to force his eyes to look at the ball carrier, take his eyes off the tight end. The tight end's going to block the defensive end and then leak out late while his man responsibility is stepping in for the run. He's going to be wide open for a gain in the first down. There's a snap, and then see it as the tight end's blocking. There's the play fake. This man has this tight end in man-to-man coverage. His eyes go to the ball carrier, off the tight end, and then the tight end's just going to leak out into the flat. Murray puts the ball on him, turn up field for a nice gain, down into field goal range on 4th and 1. That's just a nice play concept. Fourth quarter, 10:31 left. It's 1st and 10. Minus 11. Cardinals are up by 14, trying to put the game away. Again, this is just called trusting your playmakers right here. The Cardinals have 21 personnel. They got a tight end in the backfield right here, almost in a inverted wishbone. They got 2 receivers on the outside. The fullback and the tight end, they're going to chip the end of the line of scrimmage and get into the flat to give Murray more protection. The running back's going to fake up into the line of scrimmage and have blitz responsibility. And all they're doing is they're running goes on the outside. It's going to end up being cover 3. They're trying to disguise it with this middle safety down in there, but he runs out of it. They're going to play 3 deep, 4 under. You got DeAndre Hopkins right here. Usually you cannot run past a cover 3 corner like this, especially when he's playing off, but Hopkins just walks up on him, runs by him. Murray sees it, puts the ball out there, lets him go make a play on the ball for a big gain. There's the play fake. Again, cover 3. This defender right here has to stay on top of the go route. He lets Hopkins run right by him. We got 2 steps on him right here. The ball's in the air. Goes chase down the ball, makes a great catch for a big play, get the ball into positive field position. We'll look at the Cowboys defense right now in their game versus the Giants. This is the first quarter. It's 1st and 10, ball in the -25. And if the Cardinals are going to have success this week, they're going to have to run the ball. They got a lot of weapons in the passing game, but they have to be able to line up and run the ball, a little bit like the Giants did last week versus the Cowboys. You got to keep that defense honest and keep their Cowboys offense off the field. All the Giants are doing is they're running a weak side counter play. They're going to motion this receiver across the formation. He's going to stop right here. He's going to act like he's blocking the defensive end, release to the secondary to widen him. You got a double team at the point of attack, back to the backside linebacker. They're pulling the right guard, and he's going to end up kicking out this defensive end that's influenced by this receiver. They're going to pull this tight end who's in a wing alignment up for the linebacker. There should be a nice crease to run in right through there. There's the motion. There's the influence. Widens this defensive end just a little bit. Here's the guard going to kick him out. Here is the tight end pulling for number 54. Again, there's the running lane. Back hits it. Finds the crease. Gets up in there for about 10, 11-yard gain. Nice job. Still in the first quarter, midway through. It's 1st and 10, ball in the +21 now. And again, if you're able to run the ball, then you can run play action. The Giants are in a 3 tight end set with 1 receiver in the back. They're going to motion this tight end across the formation. What the Cowboys are going to do, they're going to rush 5. They're going to play 3 deep behind it and 3 underneath. But what happens when you void a zone, when you're bringing an extra guy, is that those underneath defenders have to match up the route, and sometimes the matchup gets crossed up. What the Giants are running, they're running a play action pass to the left side. Quarterback's going to make the fake, set up in the pocket. They're going to take this receiver, tight end, they're going to run him on deep crossers. They're going to take this tight end, run him on deep crossers. That's going to force the corners and the linebackers to match up with the crossers and take them out of zone responsibilities. And then the Giants are just going to take this back who fakes off the left side and leak him into the flat. And because everyone else is matching up the crossers, there's no one out there. This linebacker ends up being responsible for the faking back. He's got too far to go, and the back ends up wide open. There's the fake. And again, you got crossers. Everybody's matching up. Jalen Smith right here, he's going to end up matching up with this tight end and take him out of the play, and the back's just going to leak into the flat. And there's Jalen Smith lining up with this tight end. There's no one out there. This linebacker, Joe Thomas, had to go match him up. It's too far to go. Ball's thrown in the flat, turn up the field, get the ball down in there, inside the 5-yard line. Here we're in the second quarter. The Giants are ahead 17-10. 5:31 left. It's 1st and 10, ball in the -37. This is just the Cowboys being aggressive. It's 12 personnel. You got 2 tight ends actually. This is an extra tackle playing tight end. You got 2 receivers. Motion the receiver across. You got a receiver with a cut down split, and what that triggers is that cut down split is going to trigger a corner blitz. You see the safety playing over the top of this receiver right here. You're able to disguise this. Defensive end is going to be up the field, which is going to widen this tackle, and here's the corner going to come right through that B gap. You got this 3 technique working to the A gap, so that's going to close down that left guard, and there's going to be a nice alley to run through. The defensive end is the one that makes the hit on the quarterback, but that frees up the corner to pick this ball up and run into the end zone. Again, there's There's the defender beating the tackle. The ball's sacked, fumble, and again, there's the corner picking it up all the way for a touchdown. We'll look at the back end. And again, the same thing. The three techniques going to work to the A-gap, which is going to draw the left guard to the A-gap. You got an upfield rusher by this defensive end, which is going to widen the tackle. Here comes the blitzing corner right up in there. Lawrence makes the hit and the fumble, but there's the corner to pick it up and run into the end zone. Ball snapped again. There's the space. This back's got to come back and block the corner coming off the edge. He gets there late. There's the sack fumble. There's the scoop and score for the Cowboys to tie the score at 17. Here we go. Second quarter, 3:10 left. It's 17 all. It's 2nd and 8. Ball on the 49-yard line. Giants have the ball. And this is just a basic RPO that the Giants are running. Cowboys are running man coverage across the board. They're going to bring this safety down. He's going to cover the tight end. You got press man at the bottom of the screen. You got press man at the top of the screen. The Giants are going to run a running play to the left side. They're going to pull the backside guard, and the quarterback's eyes are going to be on Jalen Smith, this linebacker. If he plays the run hard and voids this area right here, the quarterback's going to pull it and put it on the slant. If he plays it softer and feathers and gets under this slant route, they're going to hand the ball off because they're going to have one less player to defend the run to the left side. See what happens. There's the snap. There's the pull. There's the receiver up top winning on the slant route. Here's Jalen Smith playing the run. Quarterback's eyes are on that whole triangle right there, and he's going to pull it and deliver the ball to the slant for a nice gain on 2nd and 8, first down into field goal range. Here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. Cowboys are ahead by 8. Giants have the ball, 2nd and 4, plus 27. Regardless of the situation in the game, you got to be able to run the ball in this situation. Giants are going to just line up in a 3-by-1 set, 3 receivers in the game, and they're going to hand the ball right up the middle. The Giants are going to hit him up in there, get the ball inside the 20-yard line. We'll take a look at the back end. Cowboys have trouble stopping the run this year, and the Cardinals are going to have to exploit that in this game if they're going to have a chance to move the ball and win this game. We'll look at the blocking assignments. What they're going to do is they're going to man up the tight end. They're going to man up the left tackle, the left guard in the center. They're going to block the nose tackle. The center's going to come back and block this defensive end. The right tackle is going to work out to the end man on line of scrimmage. They're going to pull this right guard up in through the A-gap and block the linebacker, and the back's just going to take it right off his hip. And there's the block back. Got a nice block right here on the defensive end. Here's the pulling guard up on the linebacker. Back's going to hit it right up in there through the A-gap onto the safety. Nice gain, first down inside the 20. Fourth quarter, Giants just scored to go up by 1. They're going for 2 in this situation. This is the play that the Cardinals ran on a 4th and 1, very similar to what the Cardinals ran on a 4th and 1 versus the Jets. The Giants are lined up. They have 4 tight ends in the game and a back. This tight end right here is an offensive tackle. He reported eligible, but he's lined up as a left tackle. You got Ingram, number 88. He's off the line of scrimmage, so this is an eligible receiver. The Giants are going to run a play action to the right. The quarterback's going to roll to the right, and this tackle playing the extra tight end is going to block the end man on the line of scrimmage, and hopefully his number, his position, and him blocking is going to cause this man to lose sight of him so he can leak out into the flat and be open for a score. There's the snap, there's the play fake, and again, tight end's blocking. This man has the tight end in man-to-man coverage, but his eyes are to the quarterback, to the play fake, takes his eyes off his coverage responsibility. Quarterback stops. He's wide open in the end zone, puts the ball on the tackle playing tight end. He bobbles it, but makes the catch for for the 2 points. It's a nice play concept. Thanks for watching. If you like this content, hit the like button and feel free to share it. You can also find interesting and informative content on sports, politics, and society at objectivityistheobjective.com. You can also check out my new book, No Wind, at amazon.com.